All right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakah Kwadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom, salute to the hopefully left and the least to the greatest. All right, so I wanted to do a video real fast on, I've been seeing these TikTok trends going around with of course, they'll say the mother, the daughter, mother, they'll do it like that. And I want to correct it because these people in this world, they don't know what's going on. That's when you go on the mother's side, that's not even the same. It's two different genes. It's two different seeds. So you're not really, you're different men's seed. So it's not really family. You see, you got to go by your women. You got to go by your father's side. That's your real lineage. That's your real line. Not the mothers. Because the woman come from the man. So when you looking at generations like that, I guess you could say, yeah, it's, your mother's on that side, but that's not your real, the woman come from different men, seed. Like sort of say, okay, that's not your real family. You got, let's say you got a daughter. The man, a daughter come from the man. Now you say the mother came from a whole different lineage of man. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really, they doing it like this. I'll play a little bit of it, but let me see. Yeah, it says, this is Numbers chapter 1. It said, take ye to some of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families, by the house of their fathers. It didn't say by the house of the mothers. So that's not really, as far as the women, if you want to like kind of sort of like trace your grandmother, you would have to go by your father's grandmother, by your father's Salaki, by your father's side, your father's mother, not your mother's mother, because that's by a whole different man. It's not that you could look at it as that is your grandmother on your mother's side, but that's not the same family because the seed comes from the man. So when you do the mother, that's not even your family. But we living in this Babylonian system where as though everything is based off the woman and, these small hats, they do that. How you going to trace a lineage through the mother when the seed comes from the man? So every time you go on the mother's side, that's a whole different seed. That's a whole different family. So y'all really going off. I guess you could call it generations, but that's not your family. Hold on. So these women doing this, you got the mother and the daughter, then her mother. Hold on. Yeah, you got the mother. All of these women right here come from different men. A whole different man, a whole different family. For instance, let's start at the daughter, right? She came from the man. She came from her father. Her mother came from another man, not even related to the father. Her mother came from a whole different man. Her grandmother came from a whole different man lineage. So you're looking at different lineage in this lineup right here. Now, can you say that's your grandmother, your great grandmother? Yes, but that's not the same. Technically, that's different lineage. That's a different family. So in a way, you can go by that, but that's not your real true family on your mother's side. But in this system, we're blinded, so they'll go by that, like they'll look at it like that. Because when I was coming up, we always look at it like, because we ain't know no better. We always looked like we was kind of close to our mother's side of the family, but technically that's our family, of course, but that's not our lineage. Your lineage goes by your father. So these women right here, what they want, if they want to trace their lineage, they'll have to go to their father, right? And they'll have to go to their fathers to trace their lineage, their line. You can't go by the woman because the woman, her lineage she came from a man. You see what I'm saying? So that's all these women had to come from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 women come from different lineages that came from their father. All right. So technically, in Babylon, we always looked at it as the mother's side, this, that, and the third, when the whole time we were doing it wrong. We were doing it backwards. But this truth is coming out, and we're coming back to the scriptures doing it the right way, you know. So if you want to trace your lineage, you women out there, your brother, all right, your brother is your family member, right? Your father is your line. Your grandfather is your lineage. Your great grandfather is your lineage. And the women that's on their side, their sisters and stuff, like your aunt on your father's side, that's your lineage. That's the women that came through your grandfather. So that's your real family right there. And that's the process of reincarnation too. So most likely your brother could have been one of either your father in one of his past lives or so and so, you know, because we all come through our father's seed, the father. Not saying that the woman is not important, because she is the one that incubates the baby. Henceforth, we need the woman, and the woman is very important. But you trace your lineage by your father's side. All right. So technically, of course, if they want to do that, they'll have to go by their father's mother, and then his mother, and so on, so on, so on, and so on. But in Babylon, of course, they're going to do everything to worship the Queen of Heaven, you know, and everything is upside down. Let me get, what's that, Nahum? Let's play this real quick, real fast, and let's get this.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, 5 generations.
Hi, Mom. Hi,
Yeah, see, these people
Mom.
doing it backwards.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
So yeah, that's generations. Yeah, I'm not saying that's generations, but that's not your family. That's not your true lineage. I'm not gonna say that's your family. I'm gonna say that's not your lineage. Your lineage, again, comes from your father. So are they family members? Yes. Yeah, they're your family members, but that's not your lineage. Your lineage goes by your father, and I'm gonna prove it. Let's get it. All right. So this is and I know Mary, the Lord Yahweh Shah, what they ignorantly call Jesus, his lineage is in Matthew's chapter 1, right? But Mary's lineage, right, is in let me see, Luke, the 3rd chapter. Now let's see how she traced her lineage. All right. And hers went back to Nathan. Let's hold on. All right, so we got Let's go to Matthew chapter 1. It says the genealogy of Yahushua. Now, Yahushua, hey, that's the son of the Most High. Both his lineage on his father and mother's side went back to David. So he's a true Judite. Now, let's check this out. It says the book of generations of Yahushua, Hamashiach, the son of David and the son of Adam, through reincarnation, all right? So it says Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Judas and his brethren. And Judas, and it goes on, I'm not going to read all of these names, but guess what? It says, verse 6, and Jesse begot David the king, and David the king begot Solomon. So on his father's side, his lineage went through Solomon. Now let's go on his mother lineage. Let's see whether he went through his mother's side. Because that's not a lineage. That's not a line. Because the lineage get cut off right at Mary. Because guess what? If Yahushua went mother, that's a whole different lineage. Right? That's a whole nother lineage. Mary's mother is a whole different lineage. That's not the same lineage. So the Most High put the spirit on people to do these things so we could bring them out and correct them. You know? Now, am I saying that these women on TikTok that's doing the mother thing, am I saying they're not family? No. But that's not their lineage. They could be family, but that's not their lineage. So they doing it, it seems like it's like almost like a proud thing when the whole time they don't even understand that that's not their lineage, you know? And Jake get proud with that. Oh, I'm living to 90. I got 5 different generations. That's a whole different. If you want to get deep, that's a whole different race of people. Like your mother's. That's 5 different lineages. That's not even your real technical family. So let's prove it. This is Luke chapter 3, and this is Yahushua's lineage. This is Yahushua's mother's lineage, right? It says, and Yahushua begot to be about 30 years of age, being as was supposed the son of Joseph, which was the son of Hela, which was the son of Mathat, which was the son of Levi, which was the son of, and it goes on, was Joseph, was the son of Joseph. Okay. So they going by the father's lineage. It goes by the father's lineage. It says, and hold on. Yeah, it says both Joseph and Mary were of the tribe of Judah and direct descendants of King David. It says Matthew 1 traces Joseph's line through Solomon, the royal line, while Luke chapter 3 is widely understood to trace Mary's line through David's son Nathan, the physical line. They were likely distant cousins with both lines meeting back to David. So they went by Mary, Mary's father's father. Hold on, let's go back. All right, I had to look that up. Because Heli, it says the father of Joseph, the husband of the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary. Okay. Okay, so this is Mary's lineage. And if I'm not going to go through all the names, but you see it's listed all the men. Now, if you go all the way down, it goes all the way back to Methuselah, and of course Adam. But let's go up where it says David, right? She come through the lineage of Nathan. See, it says son of Nathan, which is the son of David. This is Mary's lineage through her fathers. Now, I don't think, I'm not sure if Mary's both of her parents are mentioned in the Bible, but this is her father's lineage through her father. And this is Yahweh's father's lineage in Matthew chapter 1. And his father Joseph lineage goes back to Solomon, King Solomon, which is him. See, it's verse 6. And Jesse begot David the king, and David the king begot Solomon. And Solomon begot Rehoboam, and if you go down, and eventually, it says, verse 16, and Jacob begot Joseph, the husband of Mary, whom was born Yahushua, who was called Hamashiach. So all the generations, verse 17, so all the generations from Adam to David are 14 generations. See, I don't see any women listed. It's all men. And we go back, let me see. Yeah. It says, here go to Yahweh, it's genealogy. It says Jesus, but it's Yahushua. This is his mother's lineage. And it has listed all the men. Joseph, Heli, Mathat, Levi. They all men. And if you go back, hers is Nathan. It says, verse 31, which was the son of Meliah, which was the son of Manan, which was the son of Mathatha, which was the son of Nathan, which is the son of David. So ain't that something? So it all boils down to your lineage. You women, your lineage is traced through your father. So most likely, you got brothers. All your brothers is your you come back through your brother's line or lineage. So when your brother have kids, that's the line that you gonna come back up. If you lay with anybody, you don't pass on lineage. You pass on the baby, but you don't pass on the lineage. Only the man pass on the lineage. So when you looking at your brother having children, that's the line that you gonna come back out of. You know? Y'all it's easy. But only the elect gonna understand. So your brother if your brother came through your father, he was always your family. Your brother and your sisters that was born through your father, that was always your family member. All right? So let's play it again.
Mom? Hi, everybody.
Go. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Mom.
Yeah, all of these are different lineages, you know. But we at Great Millstone, we understand that, you know. But we just we make these videos so you can understand it and dig deep, and maybe the Holy Spirit will be working with you so you can understand it. But that's all I got on this particular lesson. Till again, Shalom.